storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
So tell me about your encounters with Russell Simmons.
Okay, so I went to a meeting with, funny how you said Giuliani earlier. This producer I met with, last name is Giuliani, and I was told that there was a relation. So I went, this producer, he liked what he saw with me, and when I was at Paramount, I created the show Life of a Trendsetter, which was about follow me and my entourage, right? So I always wanted to do a show like about being in the entourage and we were all doing things in the industry. So this Giuliani producer called me down to UTA, which is an agency. I've
heard of UTA.
Say that again?
No, I was gonna say, I've heard of UTA, yeah.
So I went to, I don't know if there are multiple locations, but I went to the one in Beverly Hills, and I walked in around the time I was wearing like very rock star type clothing. I had on like this crop top rock star like shirt, so my abs were like showing, and I had these ripped jeans and these boots on. And I walked in with this girl who we'll call Eris because she's an heiress. So the whole cast was supposed to meet at UTA with this Giuliani producer. So we walked in, and in the lobby, Russell Simmons is sitting in the lobby with a fashionable woman, a white woman. And the entire time I walked in with Eris. So I didn't know if he was doing that to me or if he was doing that to her. And right. I've heard stories about Russell, but I can never confirm it myself. So we walked in and we went to the the receptionist. And I told her, hey, I'm here to see this producer. We're trying to do a reality show. So the reality show was basically supposed to go to E before Rich Kids of Beverly Hills was signed. So we went for that. And then Russell ended up knowing the producer. So they ended up shaking hands. And then Russell, let me rewind back before I tell you what Russell did. So the year prior, this would have been the summer of 2013. So the year prior, which was 2012, I went to the American Music Awards in Vegas. And I went with an entourage of people, and there was this stylist there, a very known celebrity stylist, and he kept saying that his friend was in a relationship with Russell Simmons. And his friend is a male, and and people know who this male is. I'll give you some hints.
Yes.
So the male got his start in Hollywood by being on a reality show in the early 2000s. This reality show is affiliated with the people I'm suing. And this male is also friends with a celebrity family who also has a reality show. Oh! So I was in shock, not because Russell was in a relationship with a man, but his taste in men. I didn't see it being him.
I don't see that being wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
So fast forward to me being told this story, me going back to being at UTA, Russell shook my hand. And when he shook my hand, he grabbed my butt. Like he rubbed his hand down my back into my butt and squeezed it. And then with his other hand, he grabbed my dick. I don't know what it is about these people loving to grab penises, but he did that and he said, so what's up? And the producer is standing there just like, and my friend Eris, who we call an Eris, she was just like, oh my God, she was in shock. I mean, she's a part of Hollywood, but like I said, we never saw Russell be so open with a male in person. So the producer ended up pulling Russell like off of me, and then we go back, to have our meeting, and he's like trying to convince me to hook up with Russell. He's like, he can be very good for your career. He takes care of his boys. And I'm like, I know for a fact he takes care of his boys because I don't know how that boy had money. But then it all of a sudden made sense.
Bam. There you go. Hold up. So let's talk about this, because for the people that watch this interview, I want you guys to go and watch interview number 1, which I'm going to tag below in the description box because it's going to I mean, this shit here is juicy enough, but it's going to really bring it home. Right. Watch that first one and watch this too, right? Here's the thing. There is an obsession with these people in your penis. And before it was described as the perfect Jewish penis. What do you got a penis of gold in your penis? Like, what is it with your penis?
Well, I didn't notice, like I said, during my rock star days of wearing like very skinny jeans and the crop top shirts and boots and all this stuff I will wear. I didn't know you could see my penis through my pants. And I think, well, like looking back at photos now, I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me? And I was young. I think this would have been like when I was like 24, 25. Okay. I didn't like ever look down there and be like, oh, you can see it. But throughout the day, walking around, I guess in public, opposed to looking at myself in the mirror, there's a different light shining on me. So at any time when people would be like in front of me and see me in these outfits, they're already staring because my stomach is being revealed. But then they're also seeing, like, most of the time, I guess my jeans had holes in them as well. So you can see like a hint on my boxers. So if you can see that and then you see a bulge of a penis, it's like, well, let me touch that. Guess that's how they felt.
It's like cleavage. If you see boobs that are out, shirt cut low, it draws their attention. Okay, because like that's a consistent thing where they go in like it's like a handshake, a Hollywood handshake, because actually that happened to Terry Crews, and the manager did it, the agent, did it right in front of his wife.
Exactly.
And then everybody was like, well, Terry Crews, you're big and you're strong and you're black. You didn't whoop his ass. He would not have had a career. It's not about going to jail.
Right.
He would not have had a career.
Right.
Had he beat his ass.
Right.
And I don't believe that was the first time that happened, but that's another.
It's never the first time. I mean,
it's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.